Hey there, friends. Welcome back to Hope and Healing Homestead. Today, I want to talk to you about the human trafficking again. Like I said before, I have been working with two young ladies that I had as children through the foster care program, and they're now adults. One of them is currently trapped, and the other one's son is currently trapped. And the one that's son is currently trapped needs a lot of prayer. They go to court at the end of February, and we need a whole lot of prayer for his situation. Hopefully we can get him out. You would think it'd be just cut and dry, but it's not. And unfortunately, the legal system doesn't always work in the favor of those trapped. The other situation with the girl that is still trapped, her situation is getting better. We will probably go to court with her in March, and she will be freed permanently in March. Although some things came about today that aren't fabulous, but it doesn't mean that it's a done deal one way or the other. She'll still have court, so hopefully that will work. But being that she is an adult, it does help a lot. So she could use some prayer for her situation as well. It's just more complicated for a child. And the problem is, you have to prove that the parents of the children didn't have anything to do with the child being trafficked, that they were innocent. And in a country where we're supposed to be innocent until proven guilty, in these situations, the parents are guilty until proven innocent. So it's extremely complicated, and it needs a lot of investigating and prayer. And the mother of this child is very limited on funds. And we're working towards getting her the funds that she needs. And that's part of the complication. So, as I said, please pray for both of these situations, if you will. Now, one of the things that, I touched on before is don't turn a blind eye. Now, in no way, shape, or form am I saying just turn in everything you see. We're not going to be just, nitpicking things. But the things to look for are, is it a really young child and they have a tattoo? That's a pretty good sign that there's some ownership there. Especially if the tattoo is on the back of the neck. The other thing is, if it's a work situation, working a child in the United States, sometimes it can be a factory, sometimes it could be a farm. There's many different scenarios of how are they working. The sex trade, it's pretty blatant where that is. And unfortunately, the biggest day for that is Super Bowl Sunday. So let's keep that in mind. And especially if you are in the city where the Super Bowl is held, if you see something suspicious, say something, because odds are very high on that particular day. Watch for the child, if it's a young child, a younger child, if they are in the labor aspect of this, look for them to be kind of distant from the person, emotionally distant from the person. that tends to be part of the scenario. They don't have you can tell there's not a bond there. That seems to be the way they are with their captors, I guess is the way to put it. There just isn't a bond. But yet they feel very loving towards their families. And that's another good sign. In no way, shape, or form do we want to go turning to people who are innocent, but there's usually some fairly easy signs. Exploitation of children or adults, it's never a good thing. And we just want to put a stop to it when and where we can. And so I just want to thank you for your support of this. And thank you for the prayers for these two situations. Thank you. Goodbye.